Stephen A. Smith went 10 toes down with all the disrespect going towards Jason Whitlock.
And I will not deny it. I think he's a fat, no-good bastard who I despise to the core.
1.5 points per game. How do you average that in one game?
And we got Adam22 and Whack 100 deciding to have a whole podcast about DJ Academics Me. All right.
That was
okay.
Pretty sus, guys.
We do that
a
now.
whole podcast.
All right.
These photos are not complimentary to his meat.
Also, Papoose and Remy Ma, right, have the nerve to release an old new song. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but it's an old song, but they talk about their relationship.
About to find a new nigga and give him all this box. Trying to bring me down, I give him all this top.
What are we doing? And we got Lil Nas X clapping back at Kai Cenat and everyone from the Church of the Lord because he's trying to be Jesus Christ now.
Holy nigga Jesus.
What
Cloud
is
Babies,
happening?
Elevation Nation, we're gonna talk about it. Let's go.
Let's go.
What's up this week?
I didn't get with the 1, 2, 3.
So you know how I must feel that you betrayed me? Did you tell the folks that? Did you tell them? You fat piece of
Cloud Babies, I've never seen Stephen A. Smith went ham like that.
I think Stephen A's on the weed.
He called him the B word. He called him racist. He
Yo.
called him a coon. I mean, we all know Jason Whitlock is a coon.
But
We never really did like Jason Whitlock.
can
Most
you
of the
allege
black...
that?
I'm not alleging nothing. Most of the black community know this dude is a coon.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
But besides the point, they're going back and forth with each other. And you know what? Jason Whitlock is claiming that Stephen A. Smith is a plant. He's an industry plant. He's been put there by ESPN to be basically a controllable media coverage item. You know, is Jason Whitlock right?
So Stephen A is saying that Winston-Salem State, at the end of their basketball season, when they're preparing for their conference tournament, and maybe trying to qualify for the Division II postseason tournament, that they play a game on Saturday, he wakes up the next morning, they're having a scrimmage that he arrives to late in the middle of, and Big House Gaines checks this 6'1", 150-pound guard from New York City who played a couple of months of high school basketball without acquiring any stats or anything, played a month or two of junior college basketball without acquiring any stats or anything. He shuts down a practice, checks Stephen A. Smith into the scrimmage, and then, according to Smith's account, he knocked down 17 straight shots in the scrimmage. And Big House Gaines offered him a full scholarship immediately after the practice.
Bruh. What? Best out of 5. Yes, one more shot. Yes. Best out of 5 from the 3. This is bang. No warm up. You warmed up. You warmed up. I'm gonna give you some good passes too. Oh. Oh.
2 hours later.
Hold on. Let's do that. That's a duo. No, that's over 3. Come on, pin down. There you go. Walk down. Bruh. This is bang. You can play on our team. Game winner. Oh, for 5. This is about to go viral.
I'm reading this, and when I read it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is a comic book. And this man's calling this his memoir.
I mean, my whole problem with, because I don't mess with Jason Whitlock.
You've made that clear.
I make that clear. So now with Stephen A. Smith, I'm biased, you feel me?
Okay.
I met Stephen A. Smith when I used to work in Prime 112 and also in Cleveland when I used to live in Miami.
Oh, true.
So I met him twice. So he was really, really nice.
Was this before he broke his kneecap in half?
I mean, we're gonna get there.
Okay.
So now, Cloud Babies.
All right.
So I have to be careful exactly what I say because I've met him personally and he was nice. He was a nice person. He wasn't a douche compared to other celebrities that I've met.
Well,
you know what I mean?
You're my boy, so if he's your boy, he's our boy.
I mean, he's not our boy.
You're saying
I met the nigga one time. Is he my boy? I met him one time.
All right. We're being respectful.
He's not gonna bail me out. He's not gonna be like,
respectful.
I remember this nigga. Build this thing out. No, he's not gonna do that. But all right, let's get to the story.
All right.
So now this nigga wrote a memoir. Stephen A. Smith wrote a memoir, and then in the book, he's talking about his past.
Yeah.
He went to college and basketball, his basketball career.
Right.
son,
Apparently got a
the whole
scholarship.
shit is fabricated. You could tell, because at once he was like, oh, I played, and then I didn't play, my knee cracked. Yeah, it's called 1.5. Like, it's crazy. So Jason Whitlock now came out and was like, yo, you know, there's a lot of discrepancies with this story. Like, I don't know with this memoir, yo. Like, it's crazy.
Funny.
Who do you think? What is this?
Nah, this is hilarious. JJ's on the right.
It's our starting lineup from tonight.
Well, they're not telling.
dropped your dime
What
off.
they're not telling is I only played one game because I cracked my kneecap in half. But that's neither here nor there.
That is
Go
neither
ahead.
here.
Walk me through this and walk yourself through it. 1.5 points per game. How do you average that in one game? Is there a 1.5 pointer in Division II basketball? How do you do it?
Yeah, when he's talking about averaging 1.5 points a game for one game.
One game.
I was like, he's like, Jason Whitlock said, I'm trying to do math here, and the math isn't mathing. We gotta
How
play
do you
a
do
different
that though? First and foremost, Cloud baby, we both play ball here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We didn't make it in the NBA, well, we play ball. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
son, how the you
Bro, I was
manage
confused.
1.5
I was
point a
confused.
game, son?
I was like, wait. I forgot for a second. I was like, it's been a long time. I was like, well, free throws half a point?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, hold up. They were what? Oh, it's 1 point. No, hold up.
I'm like, how you do a 1.5? But
That
I
means
just
he hit one free throw, too. When I think about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a real bucket. He got fouled. He went to the line
and miss.
and then missed one shot.
That's all it is.
Oh, man.
So that's how I was thinking. I'm
Bro.
like, there's no way how you do that.
That's it's a lot. I think you'd have to play another game at least and average 0
Just quit.
points.
Just
You'd have to average another 0 point per game.
Run it back.
So
Who got next? Stephen A. Smith. We gotta run it back till I
But-
get like 3 points.
But he kind of went back on his own. He's saying that that's fabricated, and Stephen A is saying, you know what? I actually averaged less.
Let's get the basketball stuff out of the way. I'm sick and tired of people lying about my basketball resume. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say that I wasn't great, I'm talking about compared to greatness. I was good enough to get a basketball scholarship. I was good enough to get my education paid for. With 2 bad knees. They talk about I averaged 1.5 points a game. I saw some article on social media. That's a lie. It was less. See that? You didn't know I was going to say that, did you? It was less than that. It's a lie. How about 0? Because I never played. Because I cracked my kneecap in half.
I averaged less. You know, I didn't even play a game because I broke my kneecap in half. I broke my leg in half.
So why? Don't be mad at Jason Whitlock.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
exactly.
mean? Because I would love to hate on this nigga because I hate this nigga. He hate on LeBron. He hate, like when he went to work on Fox, he was just putting everybody down in the black community. So I never messed with Jason Whitlock.
Yeah.
But that is, it's kind of accurate, my nigga.
Well, it shows you that Stephen A was trying to legitimize himself in some sort of capacity to talk the way he talks. Because he talks a lot about
does.
professional athletes without kind of being one. Because nowadays we have professional athletes that are the media coverage most of the time. So you get a perspective that is genuine. You have like Charles Barkley, you have Shaq commenting on players and being harsh. They're harsh sometimes.
That's why nobody takes Skip Bayless serious. my nigga.
Exactly. But when the harshness comes from a fellow, you know, one of their comrades, one of their, you know, ahead players that ahead of them, the veterans, giving them some like critique that may be harsh, but coming from a good place, so you need to play better.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna take that. Rather than Stephen A talking shit, it's just like, what? Your kneecap is in half, Stephen A. White.
But he's now saying he never played in any game because he cracked his knee. Let's put up the image of the 1991 stat sheet for Winston-Salem State University. I think I gave y'all that image of the stat sheet for the 1991 Winston-Salem State. There's a Stephen Smith listed on that stat sheet that says he played 9 games. And I believe it says he averaged 1.5 points. And I believe that's probably where ESPN reached the conclusion in that November 2022 segment that like, oh, this is Stephen A. Smith's senior year. These are his stats. Let's put it up. And that's why Stephen A., if you go back and rewatch he looks so uncomfortable.
So the story is crazy, man.
What is happening right now?
So the memoir, I didn't get to read the memoir,
Yeah.
but like Stephen A. Smith did not really address Jason Whitlock accusation. He said we don't really need to talk about it.
But he went off on him.
Yeah, the career that I'm at, where I'm at in my career right now, I don't have to lie. Yeah, nigga, you're trying to make yourself solidified.
Man, Phil Hayes, appreciate you, love your boy. Monte Ross, former assistant coach at St. Joe's, former head coach at Delaware. I don't want to tell your business. I can tell now where you're going to be at. Temple University, you're going to be assistant coach at...
Stephen A. Smith is 6'1". Them first 3 guys that he just showed you, he's towering over all of them. Stephen A. played on a midget basketball team, but the last guy that they showed him talking to, Gary Stevens, there's no proof, there's no history that he ever existed really at Winston-Salem State. This is just mysterious. Like, who are these guys? Phil Hayes, another midget. Who are they? You can, it's hard to find them. I've seen pictures of Mark Turner that, it's like, I think he's listed at 6'5" on the stat sheet. I see pictures of him on the internet where he looks like 6 foot, 6'1", maybe 6'2" at the tallest, maybe same height. I mean, it's weird.
Doesn't matter how many fancy big words you're gonna put. My nigga, like Jason Whitlock is kind of right on this one. Like,
a message for Stephen A. Stay off the weed, Stephen A.
No, he needs to smoke something. He's too.
You need some enlightenment?
Yeah, man. You need to
like,
relax.
You gotta get.
You are on Blaze TV, spewing that bullshit to people. Did you tell them that? Did you tell them how you stood outside of First Take begging me to talk to you? Did you tell them that once this same article in Deadspin came out, weeks later you wrote a lengthy apology to me in an email, begging me to forgive you, pointing out how you were betrayed by this particular writer, so you know how I must feel that you betrayed me? Did you tell the folks that, you bitch? Did you tell them? You fat piece of shit.
Okay. Yeah.
I would not respond to Jason Whitlock if I was him. Because you're giving him more light. Now more people's looking at it because now I'm like, oh, shoot.
But you know what?
He shed more light to it.
That's very true.
They can't argue that, I'm a racist for criticizing Stephen A. Smith. So he came up with a new category. I'm worse than a white supremacist. How I criticize Stephen A. Smith. That's worse than a white supremacist. That's worse than being in the KKK. Criticizing Stephen A. Smith is a crime beyond the pale and proves that I'm a devil and, I'm a soul snatcher.
Yeah, this is what he said. He said about you, he's the one who puts himself in front of white folks. Not all white folks, not most white folks, but the white folk that dare we say may have a problem with black folks.
But I will say this, Jason, I'm with you actually. I don't like Jason Whitlock, just for this reason. I feel like Jason Whitlock, he's trying to ride off Cat Williams' wave.
Yep.
And go, oh, when I saw the Cat Williams stuff, it made me think of Stephen A. He's a plant like Kevin Hart. He's like, let me be like Cat Williams for a second.
Same keyword, yeah.
Yep. And try to go at somebody like this, and that way I'll be a hero. Not gonna work the same way, Jason. Yeah. You're not Cat Williams.
It's just that he burned too many bridges, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a black man, I often told y'all, I cannot imagine, as a black man, knowing our history, anything worse than a white supremacist. That is, until Jason Whitlock came along. He's worse than them. He is the worst, most despicable, lying, no good, fat ass human being I have ever known.
Well, it's so weird for media about sports to do that. That's the strangest thing, to have some sort of rivalries between media personalities.
They doing that right now. They're trying to compare the best 10 black podcasters, and then Wallow came out. Not Wallow. Gilly came out losing it, bro. Completely contradicting the It was like, yo, I don't want to compete with my brothers and stuff like that. But this nigga say like, I made more. Our podcast is not really a podcast. We made more money than all them niggas. Like, I'm like, yo, man, like,
you just made it a competition, Gilly.
Yeah.
Top black podcast of 2023, and they had us on there. And I'm like, this black on black crime. I never seen the top white podcast in 2023, I never seen that pop up because they could just live in their own space. They ain't in no competition with each other. Everybody could do what they do, live in their own space and get their money. But niggas, it always gotta be a competition with niggas. That's what it gotta be. I'm not in competition with none of y'all. Me and Wallow was in competition with ourselves to be the best fucking version of ourselves. We ain't in competition with none of y'all, because when we look at our bank account say we won. So salute to everybody, but we not doing this black on black crime shit.
I don't know.
It's crazy. Clown babies. Let's just move on. Adam 22 and Whack 100 discussed DJ Academic's explicit photo. I don't want to say dick pic.
Pause that whole podcast, man. Between Whack 100. Whack 100.
Cameron cannot watch that podcast. He's going to pause it. Pause.
Bro, yeah, for real. So is Mace. Like, you can't tell me that Whack doesn't always come through and do something whack.
These photos are not complimentary to his meat. Remo, would you say that that's fair?
She called man off guard, man. I don't know. It's not a good look.
It has to be a bad photo.
It's a bad photo.
It has to be a bad photo. There's no way that this is like a complimentary angle. Because
okay, hold on, bro.
The photo's not looking too good.
Cause I don't know what y'all. You saying bad photo,
and keep in mind,
you saying compliment. It's not a compliment.
I'm the dick guy. I'm the dick guy. Like I've seen a lot of dicks, seen a lot of dick pics. You might be the dick pic guy. You might be the sex pic guy.
I don't got no dicks.
I'm in the porn game. I've seen more dicks than most people. I've evaluated more dicks than almost anyone. I'm saying that.
I don't know what
this photo. I choose to believe that this photo is not an accurate depiction of his penis, but. This photo, as it stands, the average Twitter female would not be as accommodating as I'm being. I feel like they would take this photo at face value and assume that this is all that he has to offer dick-wise, and it would not be a good day. It's not a good photo.
So this is what I mean.
Son, like, he called DJ Academic's beef right after the show, because the show was live, just to apologize before it comes out.
Yeah. Of course. Dude, he's already taking L's, man.
First and foremost, a backstory. So Cheyenne, DJ Academic's ex, now we know that they back together. There's videos. Son, we gotta throw the whole relationship.
Bro,
DJ Academics and her is back together,
They're
son.
not back together.
They just post a video. She posts a video to prove that they're still talking.
Huh?
Why are you trying to vision?
What are you talking about? Again, before, like, you try to, like, talk shit about me, it's like, why are you, like, I know you for real in real life.
This is the same chick that stole $500K. This is the same chick that sent the dick pic to all his friends, his rivals,
not a
his
flattering
friends and
one,
everything.
apparently.
Not a flattering one, apparently. Yeah, we didn't get the photo. I wasn't gonna watch it.
We're
anyway.
not seeing it. I don't want to see the photo either.
No.
But apparently, it's not good.
Yeah, they call him needle dick. They call him like
all
fucking
sorts
micro.
of stuff.
Yeah, super micro. All sorts of name they're making for this man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Losing money, losing integrity, losing what? My man is out here taking L's, and then Whack 100 is piling on. Aren't they supposed to be looking at? Isn't Whack 100 supposed to be, kind of tied with Ack? So
this is his boy, but like,
and then he calls him up afterwards.
I don't
what
trust
kind of
none
disrespect,
of them niggas,
bro?
I don't trust none of them.
What?
This what happened. All of it started because of me.
Because you said that on here.
I said, yo, Blueface fuck Axe bitch. Who are you? She said, I'm his woman. I said, well, I'm talking about his bitch, Paris Hiltran, the rapper chick from Atlanta.
Oh, this is the game.
First and foremost, I would not have a whole podcast. If you're my boy, I'm not gonna have a podcast discussing your stuff.
Adam 22 is hilarious though, in an unintentional way.
He loved it. He loved anything that have to do with dick. I really think he's a homo.
I thought you were about to say that. I thought he loved it. He
loved it. He loved the dick.
He really does, because he been saying stuff. He goes,
said,
I've seen a lot of.
Whoa! Like, pause. He was excited. He was like, yo, did you see it?
A lot is too many.
Did you see it?
And then he said, more than anyone. He didn't even say more than most. He said, more than anyone.
That's really a Paris Hiltran is a real person?
Go to Spotify and look it up.
It's a trans woman who looks like Paris Hilton?
No, she's not a trans. That's her name, Paris Hiltran. She's a rapper.
Oh, listen to this thing.
No.
Hiltran.
That's gotta be.
So are we gonna call her a rapper? Because in her Spotify, she only have 1,000.
Oh, let's not hate on that. Numbers or whatever. You know, we're artists too.
52 plays.
I got like 200 listeners a month, so I can't hate on that, dude. Damn, don't do that.
No, I will. Nigga.
Okay, don't do that, please.
I will. So you and this bitch have the nerve to be comparing yourself to DJ Academics.
Oh yeah.
This bitch is trying to say like, yeah, the pictures is real, this and that. Like, come on, son.
On my mother, he tried to get me to eat his ass for a fucking music career. You said that you were gonna try to promote my fucking music. You said that you were gonna try to promote my fucking music. You said that you knew about me, you heard about me in Atlanta, you knew that I had a fucking song called Bling, all type of shit.
The lengths a scallywag will go to get a career off the ground. This chick said her academics told her he heard of her song Bling. Her song Blings had 1.2 thousand views on YouTube. A month ago it dropped.
You're gonna get exposed, bro. Like, these girls are coming after you as soon as you're done.
Mix pleasure with work. You never do that, bro. You don't mess with your employees.
You know what?
You disgruntled.
Seriously.
You're always gonna have one.
Or even, it doesn't even matter about employee. Yeah, employees, definite. Or like anyone in the industry. You gotta be careful. Because bro, DJ, I just want to 1 second, go back 1 second. Is she the one that brought over the two dudes, Academics X, or now current girlfriend, brought the two dudes to the house while he was sleeping there?
Yeah, so the story, we gotta fact check that.
Yeah.
So she brought her friends over. Her friend brought her boyfriend and somebody else over, trying to invite the friend over. So it's a friend of a friend.
Okay.
All of them are sleeping.
Right.
She was pretending like she's sleeping and text the dudes like, yo, the back sliding door is open. That's how it happened. So still, it's a chain reaction because it's her that invited her friends over and her friend brought her boyfriend and Still, son, she gotta go.
Yeah, she gotta go. And I appreciate the clarification. And it's the back door for the back door, apparently.
Double penning. This is just crazy. Crazy.
You know?
And you think like with all the advice that the whole internet, and I was one of them niggas who I'm a chat nigga, Cloud Babies. I'm gonna admit it. I'm in the live chat.
Cloud
chasing,
Cloud
doing
Daddy.
all sorts of shit. I'm Cloud Daddy for sure.
Yeah.
And I specifically told this nigga, you gotta cut this bitch off.
Yeah, whoa.
There's too many bad examples because you know the next problem is this nigga's gonna wake up dead, nigga.
That'd be better than having your meat talked about for a good 2 hours on a podcast, bro. Nah, man.
Because she knows the safe account numbers. You know what I mean?
She knows entirely too much.
She's hoarding
about
the
too
nigga's
little.
house. She got something on him, son. We here talking about Will
She got
Smith
something
and
small
Jada.
on him. She got something small on him.
Something real small. She got something small on him.
She got something in the palm of her hand. She got something that can't reach the fingertips. But
I can't believe this, bro.
Anyway.
I saw that today. I was like, nah.
Yeah,
nah. So, Mary J. Blige and Remy Ma released a song together, and it is hot. And guess what? Papoose is the engineer. I'm like, yo, why Remy Ma is spilling the beans, talking about her relationship, giving the box over to another nigga? I'm like, yo, this is crazy, son. And then he had to go to Twitter because a fan was like, yo, y'all niggas is wildin' because, like, you know what I mean? Is this true? Because that other dude, Easy the Block Captain, the battle rapper, there was an audio that came out. He really was admitting it, like, yo, you know, I was smashing her, and I did get punched in the face, but like, you know, trying to explain himself, like, you know, he didn't say it like that, but you know, he danced around the question.
About to find a new nigga and give him all his box. Trying to bring me down, I give him all his top. See, I got some money, boo. I do what I wanted.
One, I did not get into no fight with nobody.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know, as far as that, like, cause it's just, how is that gonna work? How is it gonna work though now? Like, even if you go back with the ball, right? Which, all right, I've come out, explain everything that happened. Yo, we was fucking with each other, you was cheating on ball, such and such, and whatever happens. Let's say Love and Hip Hop pick it up, y'all get back together. How does now? I get a bag, you know what I mean? I get a little bag, I get a little check, couple little, you know what I'm saying? Such and such a, you know what I mean? I'm the ball that such and such a cheat. I'm around now. I'm a little bit. So at the end of the day, it kind of fit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it fit everybody.
I did not get into no fight with nobody.
I'm saying I'm too comfortable. I should have knew me being in fucking New York, me being in Renzo, and I know I'm fucking this bitch. I knew this nigga should have been plotting on me because I would have been doing the same. You know what I mean? This nigga was in the city.
I did not get into no fight with nobody.
No blood, no nothing. No blood, no scratch, no nothing. Nigga, he had 2 cleans on.
2, nobody has ever knocked me out ever in life.
In life, period.
In life, period.
Yeah, you feel me? Cloud Babies, I know you guys are already up to par to what's going on. But yeah, I'm in Australia. I'm just now keeping up.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting hit like boom, 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 info. I'm like, yo.
Bro, I feel like you're popping out. Yo, this is bringing out the laundry back out. Dirty laundry back out. We put it away. We just put it away almost. We let it go. We're like, Remy Ma's out here, fine.
And it's
right?
not even a banger like that, son.
It's not even. So you just brought it
feel
up
me?
again out the dust. You put your man's in the cucked position.
Looking like a clown.
Looking like what? Clownish.
Yeah, man.
I need to go to church.
Yeah.
You be far away from Lil
Yeah.
Nas X apparently, because Lil Nas X apparently is back in the church because he's trying to be Jesus Christ in a new video clip. And
holy nigga Jesus, what are you guys gonna talk about? What is next?
Yo,
y'all can't cancel him. He's too big now.
So we all know Lil Nas X has been infamous for doing things that are kind of demonic, okay, in nature. He had a video clip riding the devil's D.
Oof, pause.
Let's be real.
Pause.
All right? Pause.
Only Adam could talk about that. 3
Adam
hours.
is very excited about this, but let it slide for a second, all right?
Oh, let it slide. Pause. Nigga, whoa. What do you mean? You talking about dick when we letting slide shit?
I didn't say slide it in.
Oh my God, pause again.
I didn't say-
Baby,
I
we're
didn't
gonna
say-
pause this whole video. Let's
I
go.
didn't say it.
Go ahead.
All right.
Just slide it in there.
Hey,
Pause,
man, this is a touchy subject to begin with. Don't put me on the coals already, because Lil Nas X is doing enough. And you know what? If I have to
Right, all the
answer,
pause shit
if I have to
you
answer
said,
Lil
let's
Nas
go.
X when I go up to heaven, I don't want that. Okay?
You're
So
too
let me
paused right
talk
now,
what I
nigga.
gotta say.
2 pause right now.
All
You got
right.
one more. You got eliminated, diggy. Let's
Hey,
go.
man, 3 strikes. and apparently you meet Lil Nas X at the gate. Now, let me just say,
Waiting like this.
Hey, now, the disrespect on the faith of Christianity that Lil Nas X has been continually. Okay, now, I think people don't care if you're messing with demons, because you know what? It's demonic stuff. Okay, that's weird, like Sam Smith and all that kind of stuff. You shouldn't be doing that, but no one's actually gonna be super upset at you, right?
Yeah, true. I think so.
But now
They're still upset though. It's still
Yes,
selective
yeah,
outrage.
selective outrage. But now, if you're kind of like, even if you're not making fun of it outright, you're dancing and like making a show out of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, and you calling him J Christ. I got a problem with you calling him J Christ.
Cause that's my nigga.
I got a problem with that.
If Jesus was here right now, 2024,
Yeshua.
you don't think we would have shortened the name?
We
You
call
think
him
we were still
Yeshua.
gonna call him Jesus?
Yeshua.
No, my nigga.
That's his real
J
name.
Christ. Those are facts. I
You're
would have done the same
crazy,
thing.
bro.
Now I'm not with
You're going
Little
to
Nas
hell.
X.
You're with Lil Nas X. He had a cauldron full of feet in the same video clip
I've
that
seen
he
it.
played Jesus Christ in.
Yeah,
You're
it's
telling
pretty-
me in the same
It's pretty sus.
3-4 minutes, you were a demon cooking feet in a cauldron, and then you're saving humanity as Jesus Christ on the cross. Now, dude. And
It's
then
art.
before he was on the cross, they showed him upside down on the cross before it flipped over. And then at the end, he had a flag with a cross that's upside down on the ship. With
Those are
some-
imageries. Those are the devil's imagery.
mixed in with. So he's not even paying homage to Christianity.
No, he's not.
He's not. He is making fun of it in a way by
Of
putting
course he is.
by putting demonic symbolism in a supposed to be a faith-driven
I have a question for
video.
you. Now.
No.
I have a question for you. Now.
Too much.
If he was not gay,
Still too much.
If he was not gay, right? I'm being serious. If he was not gay, would it still be outraged the way it is right
100%.
now? Oh hell no.
Are you serious?
If Drake done that,
Drake
hell no.
would be crucified by the public
Of
if he
course,
did that.
but most of his fans would be like, y'all niggas is tripping, cuz.
Yeah.
You know I don't mess with Little Nas X, but still, son, it's art. It's art. It's not like he did something like he was crazy. The worst video was when he was twerking on the devil. He barely twerked.
Just the fact that you said that statement out loud, you even knew how ridiculous it was. You broke it down. You see this? That's what
He didn't
happened.
twerk. Okay, he didn't twerk. But still,
Yo.
so it was not that bad, bro. Visually on point. Storyboard was on point. This nigga probably had the song. He was like, yo, listen, I'm gonna make a crazy. I'm gonna start 2024 crazy. We're gonna make some controversial shit.
Now this is the
He pitched the
problem.
idea.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at him. You gotta be mad at the directors, the cast members, the extras, the whole lot.
You know what?
To me, that's art. That's how you do it.
Guess what?
I'm not mad at him for that.
Everybody's getting hate. Him, the production. You know what? If you want to comment on the production, sure. It was Hollywood level production. It was great lighting, great whatever.
Yeah,
Had the
CGI
dances on
and
point.
everything.
CGI in the background. Everything. He was 5 different biblical dudes in one.
That's true. He went Old
Okay.
Testament and New Testament.
Bro,
This nigga as well. He's a wild boy.
You've played out the thing, and now it's at a point where people are done. I assure you, anyone, and especially the black community, there's a lot of faith in the black community. You're telling me they're gonna sit here and be like, yo, that's
the black
fine.
community is the most forgiving community in the whole world. Let me show you an example, my nigga.
Except Caucasians.
The small hats, the Jews, the small hat, aka the small hats.
Oh man, we're going
They
down.
in New York, them niggas built a whole freaking tunnel under the whole New York City, my nigga.
Yo,
I'm not even gonna allege it because this shit is crazy. Nobody's talking about it. Them niggas could get from wherever they are, from Queens to Bronx. Them niggas might even land in Yonkers somewhere, son.
They aren't even using the sewers. They built their own tunnels.
Son, it looked like a freaking movie.
It's a movie.
Nobody's talking about it.
The streets crumbling underneath the New York City.
Guess what?
What?
Black people in barely talking about it.
Aye,
Like,
man.
it's okay. We'll let the Ninja Turtles take care of this shit. Because you saw what happened when Kanye said something. It was it for him. You know what I mean?
That's because black people are smart.
It's okay.
That's because
we don't want to be involved.
We don't want to be involved in
We
that.
don't want to be involved.
We don't want to be involved in
We'd
that.
rather talk about Lil Nas X. You know what I mean? Clapping cheeks.
But I'm
doing all sorts of craziness. Pause.
He can clap cheeks all he wants. Pause. He can do it if he wants. But he can't be dressed as Jesus doing it.
Why not?
Because it's a...
Son, 65% of the world is atheists. You think we're going to take it that serious?
So what, you're going to disrespect 40%?
I understand
What's
that.
wrong with you?
I understand that.
Just
but
because
still,
you don't believe doesn't mean there's a whole lot of people that believe and then they're going to feel some type of way about their Lord and Savior
their Lord and Savior, sir.
getting represented like this.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So
I agree.
It's like, I get it. Look, hey man, like I was raised Catholic. I got my own ideas about it. But just in general, I don't even take. Look,
but it's a respect.
Do you remember Dogma, man, the movie?
Yeah. That was
so
crazy.
it's like that was. Back then, people were
Ben Affleck, right?
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, crazy cast, and one of the good movies, man. It was made by Kevin.
That
Smith.
was scrutinized too when it came out.
Yeah, scrutinized, and it was a good comedy movie. But that's art to me. That was pushing the border in a way, and it did represent, Christ and stuff like that in a bad way. But it was done in like a comedic way. Lil Nas X is just doing it just to do it.
Son, if Jesus was here 2024, son, he will be with the gay movement, son.
That's fine, but he's not gonna be with cooking a cauldron of feet and then being on the cross.
Yo, Adam Ross was like, yo, son, first off.
First of all, you're gay. You're automatically going to hell. Second of all, this is not okay. It's just not okay, bro. It's just not okay. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Listen, this is not it. This is really not it, bro. I got a lot of people that are very close to me in my chat, and we not rocking with this chat. It's super disrespectful. It's wrong, and yeah, burn, baby, burn.
Man, we shouldn't laugh, but yeah.
That's so wrong, because you're right. Because at the end of the day, he does have fans that's gay. So you cannot say, first off, you're gay, you go automatically going to hell.
Yo.
Automatically going to hell, son.
Okay, look.
But that's what I'm saying. The Christianity and stuff like that in the Bible, the New James, the LeBron James Bible, you know what I mean? They don't mess with the gays, you know what I mean?
Look,
so
you can't group all gays in the Lil Nas X behavior. It's
the Bible
that simple.
did. The Bible did.
And that's a problem.
That's why everybody's like, yo, you gotta go, nigga.
You can't group people in general. I think we've learned, it's 2024. You think we're gonna still group every single body for one person's actions?
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't
We do it all the time.
We're too smart, dude.
Yeah.
The internet's
No, we do
too
it.
smart.
No,
but
no.
we do it, huh?
Yeah, of course.
It's annoying.
That's why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Come on, B.
Come on, B.
Let's be real.
Gotta be real at some point.
G Herb will avoid 5 years in prison, Cloud Babies.
For fraud.
Fraud, son.
Not alleged, he is fraud.
Yeah, son. He plead guilty, so he did not have to do 5 to 20 years, my nigga.
No. Well,
that's one of my least favorite characters. We all know that, Cloud Babies, because the thing is, well, you guys can hear my ducks. I have ducks, my nigga.
He got geese.
I have all sorts of shit.
You got the
around my
Midas
house,
touch.
nigga.
They
You
lay
feel me?
golden
that
eggs.
shit is litty. But anyway, right? This nigga was going to Bahamas. He was using credit cards.
Scheming,
literally. This nigga was going to renting cars,
bro,
private hotels, all sorts of cute, lavish shit.
Guess what though? G Herbo about to be hobo because I don't think he coming back after this.
He snitched.
He snitched.
Did he snitch?
Not really.
Yeah, he did.
Just a criminal.
Fuck yeah. No, he snitched on his manager.
He's a fraud. That's crazy.
He snitched on his manager. You know how?
How?
Because when they start working on music, you don't think he would know that his manager's snitching?
That's true. You know, I feel like it's one thing to try and get past the fact that you had some issues in the past, but now if it's a public matter and it's been in court, especially because I felt like he burned some bridges, bro. I feel like there was some interviews he did. Remember with Funny Marco and like issues of being kind of an asshole. Like you can't be an asshole and then a criminal.
To the coolest dude. Don't feed them candy. Sorry.
Yeah, they laying enough golden eggs out here. But do you know what I mean? So it's like you're already in a tough position. You're gonna have to take an L. That's just it, G Herbo. 5 years. You're lucky you got away with that.
Son, I'm not agree with this decision.
Oh, you don't agree?
We gotta send this nigga to jail.
You gotta learn.
Son, 5 years?
Yeah.
That's it?
I mean,
like he avoid that shit. That nigga's in like, you know what I mean?
Do you know what? The only reason why I'll be okay with that is if he didn't scam people. If it was just scamming big companies and credit card companies, who cares? Then fine.
You were scamming people,
but
son.
you're scamming people, then you gotta go.
No, you gotta go, son. Those are people's livelihood.
You're hurting people. We're about the people. You're hurting people. You gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go. And plus, he was being a dick to Funny Marco, so I lost respect for him from there. So
man. Even if you're a dick to Funny Marco, you better do it in a funny way.
Gotta be in a funny way.
You know?
Cloud Babies Elevation Nation, it is not your first time. Like, subscribe, and hit that little bell button, okay?
Oh, you better do that. If you haven't done so already, come back next week and laugh with us.
And also, we are trying to do a bunch of little live throughout the week. So if you see us pop up, make sure to join in.
Yes.
Call us at that number that showed below and come in and join in. That's pretty much it.
Speak to us. We want to hear from you. Let's go.
That's it.
That's it.